Inconsistently consistent.
Hello, and welcome to Inconsistently Consistent, the podcast where we have no idea what we're doing. I'm Melanie, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm Rachel, and I also have no idea what I'm doing. Listen, we don't even have a plan for today. We talked. We are like, hey, maybe we talk about this, maybe we talk about that. And we're kind of just like,
Plan
I don't
schlan.
know. Yeah, who needs a plan when
Plan
you have,
schlan.
yeah, who needs a plan?
Plans are for planners, okay? We're not planners.
We're doers.
Yeah, we live by the seat of our pants.
I don't actually. That makes me very anxious to live by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, me too. I don't do it either. It's
I
very
must plan.
terrifying.
I must plan.
I must plan, but for some reason we can't plan this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. This
Yeah.
is just devolving into I don't even know. But anyways,
Yeah.
Melanie, I sent you a
Yes.
video.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Did you text it to me?
texted it to you, yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
I want you to react to this on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
please.
Jesus Christ. What the scream? The with
Yep.
the cone bra?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Oh no. No, don't jack off the bra. At first I was like, I had to check what the TikTok like handle was because I was like, Rachel, you didn't.
No, I didn't make that.
Because
It
you would
wasn't
do
me.
it. You 100% would do that.
Yeah, I probably would, but no, I didn't make that. I was scrolling TikTok and I just seen this come up, and it was like one of the first few videos that I saw. So for people who don't know,
Yeah.
there's someone on TikTok I found who does an impression of the Great Fairy in the Great Fairy
Mm-hmm.
Fountain from Legend of Zelda, and it is spot on.
Yeah. And so the handle is Hey Honey with a U, BB.
Hmm.
And yeah, so, you know, nude bodysuit, leaves all over them, giant headpiece, and cone bra, but like as big as you're thinking these cones are, like lengthwise,
Hmm.
it's longer.
Yeah.
And there's twerking, there's spanking,
Yep.
there's screaming like ah. I can't get there. I don't have a guttural voice to do it.
Hmm.
And it's like it's over. No, it's not. There's more. There's more. Hmm.
You know what's the best part about that? This creator has more than one of those videos.
I can only imagine.
They did one where the Great Fairy Fountain song was
Hmm.
remixed with, I'm not sure the actual name of the song, but you know the one where it's like smack my ass like a drum.
Sorta.
It's remixed with that, and it's like
Hmm.
the go 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 is on beat with the
Oh dear God. Well, that this will be the last Zelda game I'm playing now. Echoes of Wisdom. I'll never play it again.
No, 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 no. Listen, you have to play Ocarina of Time so you can witness the Great Fairy in her truest form. Because that's what his costume's based off, is that one.
Uh, well,
Or their costume, yeah.
yeah, I have not played any Legend of Zelda before. I played 5 minutes of Ocarina of Time on the Switch with
Hmm.
like that, like
The emulator,
USB.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that thing. And it was so janky trying to figure out the controls on it. I got fed up and I was like, I'm never trying this again. But I've never played any Legend of Zelda. And then recently I just started playing Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom.
Hmm.
on Switch because I just got a Switch 2.
Yeah,
Just casual drop that in there.
just casual. She got a Switch 2.
I got a Switch 2.
2 Switch, 2 games.
2 Switch, 2 Furious.
There we go. That's what it was.
Switch 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes,
Switch 2, Nintendo's Revenge.
exactly. The
Mhm.
Switch 2, the switching.
All the things they could have come up with.
Hmm.
And they were just like, Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Switch 2, the experience.
Hmm.
Switch 2, more expensive for no real reason.
Switch 2. You already have one, but now you can have 2.
Switch 2, because we need more money.
Switch 2 because Nendo Nendo?
Nendo.
Nendo's a greedy company.
You're so close with Nintendo. You just calls them Nendo. Yeah.
Nendo. Me and Nintendo were buddies. Like I know
Mhm.
the dude and I'm like, yo, what's up, Nendo?
Everybody else calls him Nintendo, but you're a
Yeah,
Nendo,
I'm a
because you're
Nendo, yeah.
besties.
You know, I got officially licensed as a therapist, so I got that like extra cred, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, we have a fully licensed therapist, a fully licensed lawyer on a podcast, and what do we decide to do with that? Shit all.
we,
We're like, we don't know what to do. We're just gonna talk.
we are two very educated, smart women with a podcast. One of us is a lawyer, one of us is a counseling therapist. We could use this podcast for good. Nah, what do? We read smut books about utensils.
We make up fake scenarios about what to do if you're in a survival situation and how to kill each other.
We-
Because we're licensed now.
we talk about
Licensed to kill, figuratively.
we talk about if what Jesus is he a lich zombie or revenant?
We're so qualified.
We're so qualified to talk about these things. One of us has a JD degree, the other one has a master's degree. This is what we choose to do with
Oh, Jesus Christ.
our time. We really gotta reevaluate our life choices, I think. Oh my god.
Oh, we have fun here.
We do. We have a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
We're not helping anybody,
Not
but we have
well,
fun.
not we don't help anyone on the podcast. We help people in
No.
real life, just not on the
Yeah, because on the podcast we don't get paid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we only do helping people things when we get paid.
Exactly. And like CW has not taken us up on any of our show pitches, so
No.
like
Like Brianna the Skinwalker was such a great idea, but
it was such a great idea.
I'm sorry, they're like, let's make another Vampire Diaries spin-off.
Okay, people like
Yeah.
vampires, but people don't want to hear about skinwalkers. Nah.
Yeah. Brianna the Skinwalker 90210. Right?
Ooh, yeah. Brandon the Skinwalker takes New York.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Sex in the City of the Skinwalker. Come on.
Sex and the Skinwalker?
Is that one of your options when like sing the Jurassic Park theme song, watch TikToks and hide from the monster, or offer sex?
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. We did a smasher pass of all the monsters in the Dungeons and Dragon Monster Manual.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Speaking of, maybe we should do a Smasher Pass sometime as a podcast.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, listen, I am, and I have said this, I am a degenerate, and I gladly accept the fact that I am a degenerate.
Well, I think about doing cool ways to kill people
Figuratively.
in fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we were to do a smash or pass one, though, we'd have to do it as like a video one so we could see the picture and see each other's faces, you know?
Mm. To really visualize the shame.
To we yes, we needed to visualize the shame and visualize the judgment that we're gonna get from the other person.
And record it for so that the shame is, you know, really, really permanent.
Mhm. Mhm. We want it to
Okay.
be like in your face shame, not like subtle under the rug shame.
Yeah, yeah. The best kind of shame.
Exactly.
Really out in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of me thinking of ways to kill somebody, I did scare my boyfriend.
Did
So
you kill him?
no, he's still alive.
Okay.
Um, for now.
Dun, dun, dun.
But you know, I've been writing the second book, right, like sequel to
Mhm.
Toymaker, and then editing it and stuff, which
Mhm.
involves rewriting crime scenes a lot to
Mhm.
get them
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
And so my boyfriend, that poor soul, poor naive soul, he's like coming up with ideas while I'm driving and just being like, "Oh, what if you wrote a scene sometime with like X, Y, and Z?" Kind of like really basic stuff. And he's just like,
Mm.
it would be the perfect murder to like, I don't know what he said, go in and like bludgeon someone with a rock.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
god.
no, actually, a perfect murder would be used to use a syringe with filled with air and to put in just a little air bubble. And it would cause a cardiac arrest. And it's
Yeah.
untraceable in toxicology. You
Mhm.
would not have to worry about leaving DNA.
Mhm.
And you could do that while somebody's like unconscious or something or whatever. And I'm like proposing it like that. And I think he just got very horrified because he was just like, oh shit, she knows this stuff. She could do this stuff.
My girlfriend's a psychopath.
Well, I've been watching a lot of Castle, and
Mm.
it always opens with the line. He says, "There's only two types of people to sit around thinking about how to murder somebody: psychopaths and mystery writers."
That's
And
a
I love that
real
line.
that's real.
Uh-huh.
That's really real.
Yeah, because legit,
Yeah.
I'll be sitting there like looking at something of like watching a show where they're like using a meat cleaver because it's like a cooking show, and I'm like, that would be a good murder weapon,
Mm,
right? It's good weighted, you get good momentum on it.
yeah.
Yeah. So the point is, I'm single now because I no longer have a boyfriend.
Because he broke up with you because he's worried for his safety.
Sure, broke up.
Yeah, we'll go no,
Yeah.
that's the
We
official.
broke up because
Yeah.
something was broken.
Yes. Your heart when he broke up with you.
No.
No, no, no.
We're
I know you
still
guys are still together.
happily together.
Gross.
You have one too.
I know.
You got one of
I
these
do.
men things
I
they
got one of
talk
these
about.
men things too. I got one of these what is referred to as a golden retriever boyfriend. I don't know if you know what that means.
um, sort of, but how exactly? Like he sheds on the couch and he plays fetch, or what are we talking about?
It's just the energy that he gives off. So the way that my friends here have described me is I give off very black cat energy.
Yeah,
You know,
I
very
see
much
that.
like don't pet me, but pet me with your eyes. And I will come to you when I want attention. Don't come to me.
Mhm.
Don't touch me unless I let you touch me type thing.
Pet me, you did it wrong.
You touched me wrong. Play with my hair. No, you did it wrong. Let me do it
Mhm.
myself. Um,
Mhm. Yeah.
so that's how I've been described. Golden Retriever energy boys are ones that are like, oh my gosh, you are the greatest thing ever that I have had. And I love you so much. Do you need anything? Here, let me get you this thing. I will give you the shirt off my back if you so please.
Mm.
Basically, someone that pretty much treats you the way that everybody wants to be treated when they're in a relationship, you know?
Mhm.
So and I've seen so many like reels and TikToks and like Facebook shorts where it's like, to the girl in her 30s that spent her whole time being independent and not needing a man, how's that boyfriend who worships the ground you walk on treating you?
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, you didn't have to go that far as to call me out, all right?
Yeah. So I realize I'm dating a golden retriever.
You are, because you and
Mhm.
I both exude black cat energy.
Mhm.
hmm
Yeah. I'm definitely like sit on the table and knock things off.
Yeah,
You're like, what are you gonna do about it?
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I get that. And
Yeah.
funny enough, my boyfriend, I'm not gonna say his name on the podcast, but my dog's name is Eli. And one of the names on the list that was almost Eli's name is the name of my boyfriend.
And it's so funny because I want to keep calling your boyfriend Eli, even though I know that's not his name.
Well, Eli was here first.
Yeah, Eli was here first. Like it's because they both end in the I sound that I'm
Yeah.
just like, yes, his name is Eli. And then I'm like, nope, that's her dog's name.
Mhm. I mean, I have called him Eli sometimes, and so do my parents and, like, other people around,
That's so funny.
because 'cause they're so used to calling like, talking to my dog and be like, "How is your
hmm
dog, Eli?" And now it's, like, I have dog Eli and human boyfriend name.
hmm
Mhm. Sometimes I
Yeah,
call him man boyfriend name.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a lot more easier for me because I have a cat who is a girl and her name is Hexa. So I
Mhm.
can't really confuse Hexa with Khan's government name.
His government name.
That's what we would refer to it in like my little friend group online is we're like,
Mhm.
oh, are we dropping government names? All right. Because we all know each other's government name at this point. Like
Mhm.
we've shared it and stuff, but it's just so funny. And we have each other on like Instagram and that kind of stuff. And like Con and my friend Knox are coming up here in September. So like I know Knox's
Mhm.
government name, she knows my government name type thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, you guys are gonna see my government name. I have my degree on my wall. Like you're gonna see my full last government name. So like it's whatever, you know. But yeah, we say like, oh, we're dropping government names now.
Funny enough, Knox was another name on the list for a dog for me. Yeah,
Mm.
you're just listing out dog names now.
I am.
Mhm.
I am very much.
'Cause I
Yeah.
did have a list, because I am a planner.
Listen, I have a list of dog names too, so it's fine.
Some people pick, like, baby names. I'm like, "Screw babies." I don't do that.
I mean, I also have a baby list name because I do want to have a child. So,
Mhm.
you know, there's
I
that.
don't need one of those.
No, you have a
No,
dog and two cats.
and an Amazon Prime account,
hmm
so I'm set.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, so speaking of this whole planning thing, because this podcast has just turned into talking about planning, pretty much.
hmm
Um, so my boyfriend, has ADHD, and I have
hmm
ADHD and potentially autism. That's another thing we're throwing in.
So you have the what is called ADHD.
ADHD. Yeah, I do put the odd in ADHD. So he's so like, go with the flow. Oh yeah, whatever. Well, we can go to the store later, right? Like, and I'm like, but what time is later? Like,
hmm
is later 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m.? Are we going on the half hour? Like, what's gonna happen?
Mhm.
And then what are we having for supper, and when are we have to start cooking because we need to go to the grocery store before we have supper, right? Because we need the food
Mhm.
from the grocery store to make the food for supper. So we need
Mhm.
time to cook the food, and then food is going to be late the later we go to the grocery store. So I need to know when we're going. And he's like, yeah, whatever works. And I'm just like, I can't handle this. I need a plan.
I'm the same. Well, this is why when I texted you being like, "What time are we
Mm-hmm.
recording? Are we doing one my time or one your time?"
Mm-hmm.
Because you just said one, and I was like, she didn't specify her time. Did she mean her time?
Mm-hmm.
Did she mean my time? Gotta clarify.
Yeah. And I realized that after I texted you, but then I got distracted by something, and I
Mm,
didn't text back to
that's
be
on.
like, we good with one my time or your time?
We are. That's on brand. That checks out.
Yeah, because I get distracted by something shiny or something over
Hmm.
anywhere or another
Yeah.
thought.
Hmm. So,
Yeah,
also on the topic of planning, I have been planning my first long Dungeons and Dragon campaign.
nice.
Yeah.
Like
So,
DMing?
yeah.
Ooh,
Hmm.
cool. Mhm.
So, basically, it's a direct sequel to our Curse of Strahd campaign that I've talked about before on the podcast,
Mhm.
based on how it ended with the choices that we made. So currently, like, Nox's character Azalea is the new Dreadlord of Barovia, and
Mhm.
it's basically like, okay, instead of Curse of Strahd, it's Curse of Azalea because she is now basically what Strahd was, but everything's different because, like, she's technically considered a fiend now because her source of
Mhm.
power is a devil. So Barovia is all like kind of like the hells now, like hellish landscape and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And we're finishing up Descent into Avernus, which is Avernus is the first layer of hell. So
Mhm.
taking a lot of inspiration from that as well, but it's going to be a fun time. I literally was working on it last night and I was just cackling maniacally. And I was in a voice call with Khan and Ami, and Ami
Mhm.
was like, "I don't like the way you're laughing." And I was like, "Don't worry about it."
Don't worry about
Just don't worry about it.
it.
And I asked her a question. I was like, "Oh, Abby, what was the name of Evangeline's children?" And she was like, "Why do you need to know?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it."
Oh, you're going to be devilish to them.
Oh, the shit that I have planned, and I cannot talk about it
Mhm.
on the podcast because Khan listens to the podcast, and
Mhm.
everything is being kept hush hush.
And is he going to be one of the players?
He is, yes. So that's why I can't talk about it because he's going to be one of the players.
Yeah. Well, give us a little hint, a little like test, a little taste, little tester.
So one of the things I've done is
Mhm.
I've basically made a lot of places like ruin because like the hell landscape is very rough,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And one of the other things I've done is there were these like mongrel folks in one of the towns, and they're
Mhm.
kind of like, they were humans with like various animal body parts on them. Because the
Mhm.
person who was trying to quote unquote cure them was like, this is how I'm going to cure people. The person who did this, he was a sick motherfucker. I
Mhm.
have basically turned them into a version of the Re-Deads from Legend of Zelda.
Mhm.
Do you do you know what the Re-Deads are?
No.
Okay. So they're mainly in Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. When
Mhm.
you go forward in time as Link in Ocarina of Time and you go back to Castletown, there's no humans. There's just these weird zombie-like looking creatures. Let me
Okay.
grab you a picture of one of them so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Re-Dead. And they freak the fuck out of me, honestly. Even to this day, as a fully grown ass 31, almost 32-year-old adult. Um, They freak me out because they can do this thing where, like, if they look at you and scream, you can't move, you're paralyzed, and then they can, like, jump on your
Oh,
back and drain your health.
okay. There's something I've been playing Echoes of Wisdom, which is the one where you get to play as Zelda,
Hmm.
and there's something similar. Like the face is very similar with the screaming thing, but I've never had them
Hmm.
jump on my back yet. But those are
You
cool
probably
looking monsters.
you probably haven't gotten close enough to them. It's only if you get close enough and
Hmm.
they get close enough to you that they'll jump on your back. So, like, I've
Hmm.
kind of taken the mongrel folk, made them undead, and they also have re-dead qualities where if they look at you and scream and you fail your saving throw,
Hmm.
they're going to jump on your back and,
Ooh,
basically kind of
drain your health.
uh, drain your health in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So your players are gonna hate you.
Oh, yeah. There's also, I want to say this, but I know I might just like bleep this out or
Hmm.
put like, we'll see. But this is one thing that I'm really excited about. And like, I might just tell him not to listen to this episode. um, but they're gonna have to fight. Like,
I love it. That's
yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
You could do so much with that.
Oh, I'm doing so much. I'll probably bleep that part out, honestly, so he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But basically, one thing I've been asking them is give me what you think, give me your character's worst quality
Hmm.
or what they think is the worst part of their personality, and that's going to be
Yeah.
amplified.
Yes. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're taking like a person's insecurity and throwing it back at them, kind of thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's devious.
Mhm.
That's a mean girl strategy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but I'm excited. We're not going to start the campaign right away because we're going to finish Descent to Avernus this week,
Hmm.
and then we're going to take a break because
Hmm.
need a little break from
Yeah,
D&D, and then I'm going to start
you're gonna have
prepping stuff.
all the time, all the
Yeah,
time to prep.
exactly. I've also decided that I'm naming the group chat Two Curse to Azalea. No, Two Curse to Arcana, because that's the original name of the Curse of Strahd group chat is Curse of Arcana, so I'm doing Two
Mhm.
Curse to Arcana. Because play on Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, love it.
That's been my thing, and I'm like, it's do this, do that.
What else do we talk about?
Um,
How do we podcast?
how do we podcast? Oh yeah, I actually went and this is kind of a big thing. I actually went and saw Con in person.
Right? We haven't said that.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
said that. I actually went down to the good old US of A
Hmm.
and met him in person, and I spent a week in his town, his state. I'm not going to say where that
Hmm.
is, but yeah, it was the first time meeting him in person. Oh no, I know what I can tell you because I don't think I told you this on my so
Hmm.
my flights down to the US of A. Oh my god, I hate
What?
Air Canada. So I flew out on a Friday, and I had my
Hmm.
flight was like leaving shortly after 5, and I was going to get to his state close to 10, like
Hmm.
their time. So I get to the airport, go through security and all that kind of stuff, grab a little snack. We're delayed because they need to do a plane switch over, and that plane has not landed yet. I'm like, okay,
Of course.
because,
Always
mechanical
delays.
issues, mechanical issues.
So rude.
I know. So we get there, and then the new plane there, get it ready. We board, we're sitting, and then the pilot comes on and goes, oh yeah, so the air traffic control tower in Toronto has advised us not to take off yet because I guess Toronto's really busy on a Friday for some reason. Pearson
Hmm.
Airport is busy on a Friday. I don't know
Hmm.
why. um, and he's like, they've advised us to wait half hour to take off.
But they boarded you.
Oh, yeah. So we sat on the plane for a half hour. We didn't leave till 6.
That's so annoying.
I was very annoyed. So then we landed,
Yeah.
and I get there. The other issue that I was running into is I needed to get my Canadian dollars, my Maple Leaf money, exchanged for Freedom money.
I
the
love that.
the currency exchange thing in my airport is closed
Mhm.
permanently
Oh, yeah, we
ever
love
since
that.
COVID. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, you know what? They definitely have them in Pearson. So I'll just go to one in Pearson, which I did find one. Got my Maple
Mhm.
Leaf money exchanged to Freedom Dollars, which Freedom Dollars is very boring.
Mhm.
I don't like the look of it. It's just all green. And I'm like, I want my colorful money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to know what money it is if it's not color coded?
Exactly. How do I tell the difference between a $1 bill and a $10 bill if they're all the same color?
Yeah. What if you look at the
Um,
numbers? Like fuck no.
I know. Who looks at the numbers? I just look at
Yeah.
the colors and go, ah, blue, this is 5. Um, so that was fine. Get to my gate. Also was like, I need to grab something to food. There was a Subway vending machine at my gate, which I thought was pretty cool. So they had like pre-made sandwiches in there, and you just paid and
Mhm.
you could open it and take a sandwich out. And I was like, okay,
Mhm.
this is great. I'm getting close to like boarding my flight. I only have one more flight. It's like an hour and blah blah blah. So excited.
Mhm.
Sitting at my gate, charge my phone, eat my
Mhm.
Subway, get a notification on my phone from the Air Canada flight. Flight is delayed.
Love it.
Two
So much fun.
hours.
Oh, ew.
Because guess what? Mechanical issues. So
Do
as
they
we had
have
to do
any
another
planes that work now?
they had to do another plane swap.
Yeah. Ugh.
I was like, oh my god. So he messaged me. He was like, I'm getting ready to, because it's an hour from his place to the airport that I flew into. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm getting ready to leave. And I was like, nah, don't bother. I was like, my flight's delayed 2 hours. I'm not getting in
Mm.
until 11:30.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. Which sucked. And it sucked.
Mhm.
And I felt bad because he still had to work that following Saturday.
Mhm.
And he had to work at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and you were getting in 11:30 at night then?
11:30. It's an hour
Yeah.
drive to his place. We didn't get to his place till a little after 1.
Mhm.
We didn't get to bed till 2.
Yeah.
And then he was up like 3 hours later to go to work.
Oh, and it cut off time for you to actually spend together while awake,
Yeah.
right? On your
Yeah.
first day there, right? 'Cause
Yeah. On our first
ugh.
night, seeing each other in person, getting to
Mhm.
like hug each other and stuff, it was so funny because like I had to stop myself from like just fucking sprinting at him when I but we saw each other and like we hugged and we were hugging and I guess I forgot to breathe because at one point he goes, you need to breathe. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited and happy to see you.
Also, if you run in an airport, people might chase you,
Especially in
right?
America. I don't want to risk that in America.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you're tackled by security officers. Like,
Uh-huh.
we got her.
Yeah. But yeah, like my flights back, they weren't delayed, they were fine.
Mhm.
My only complaint was the flight back to Halifax was full, and did have somebody sitting next to me in the plane, and I was sad because on my way
Mhm.
to and then my flights back until I flew to Halifax, I didn't have anybody sitting in the middle seat because I always book a
Mhm.
window seat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Also, do you wanna bleep out Halifax?
no, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah. What they
Mhm.
gonna do? I don't care at this point. I'm pretty sure I've said Halifax many times on the podcast, so
I don't notice it.
yeah. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, and so the This was a funny thing. When I got home on the Saturday I flew back and I was unpacking my suitcase, because I have mentioned to you that I'm that person who, like, as soon as I get home,
Yeah,
I
you have
unpack
to
and put it.
unpack
Yeah.
immediately, and I'm like, I'll live out a bag for like 3 more weeks.
Yeah. So I opened my suitcase and on top of my neatly packed clothes was a little pamphlet from TSA because my bag had been selected for additional screening. So they put a little pamphlet to let me know that it was
Uh,
selected for additional screening.
yeah, just little pamphlets. Like, we really wanted to look at your underwear, so have a
Yeah.
nice day.
I just found that so funny. My first trip back from the US of A, and my bag gets selected for additional screening, and they put a little pamphlet just letting me know. And I was like, that's so considerate. Thank you.
Yeah, but how would you even know if they didn't?
I
What if they
know.
just
I
like
I
all go
wouldn't
into
know.
everybody's bag?
I wouldn't know. I
Yeah.
know, and one thing, like, I know my parents and my sister were worried because they'd heard stories about, like, the customs and stuff with the way things
Mm-hmm.
are in the US of A. But I think that's mainly just driving across the border, not flying. Because literally,
Mm-hmm.
US border security asked me 2 questions when I was in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? What's the purpose of your trip? CBSA asked me 1 question when I landed in Toronto. Where did you fly
Mm-hmm.
from? And then she said, okay, have a
Mm-hmm.
good day. And I literally went on my way. But I think that also is because there's now apps that you can do your declaration prior to
Okay.
kind of going across the border. So you can declare, like, what you have to declare and everything. And I literally had nothing to declare. I was just like, I'm just bringing myself and my love. Um, but I didn't
My
have like
love.
10,000. I didn't have like $10,000 in cash that I was bringing or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Or this bag of pills.
I mean, I had my anxiety meds, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
but not like, I've got this random Ziploc baggie filled with all loose pills that is
It's
definitely legal, I swear.
plot twist. It's a bag full of Pez.
It's lettuce, I swear. It's a
It's just a
bag full of lettuce.
bag
Or,
full of lettuce.
yeah, it's just a bag full of lettuce.
No, it's a bag full of just straight up Pez.
Mm. Actually, I don't think you're supposed to bring like fruits and vegetables across the border.
No, you're not.
Yeah, so lettuce would not work.
No,
It's potpourri.
it's potpourri. It's the just the Pope of the Ree.
The Pope of the Ree.
The Pope of the Ree.
Mm. Well, I haven't been on a plane now. I was gonna say a few years, but that's a lie. I think I went to Halifax last year.
So you were on a plane last year. What are you
Yeah,
talking
and I
about?
saw you.
Yeah, because we got
Yeah,
our first picture together in like
a million years.
a million years.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think I've had a picture taken with Lexi since like we graduated high school.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm not a picture taking person, like of myself. I don't think of it. Usually I take my phone out and be like, look, the cat's doing something cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, so I'm going on a trip in
Mm-hmm.
August to
Mm-hmm.
Toronto
Mm-hmm.
with my boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to go to the My Chemical Romance concert,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very excited about. And Fan Expo. There's a whole bunch of people there to see.
Ooh.
Including Peggy the dog, aka Dogpool.
Yes, I've seen that. So you know
That
what's funny?
horrifying looking dog.
The horrified looking dog. You know what's funny is
Mhm.
in a Discord that I'm in, somebody who's in Ontario is going to that as well. And
Okay.
I'm like, when I was looking at the list, because there's like a bunch of
Mhm.
people that like are gonna be
Mhm.
there. Juliette Lewis is gonna be there from Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. the older Natalie.
And I'm just like,
Mhm.
how much would it cost me to drive to Toronto just to go there? And then also, like, Neil Newbon's gonna be there from Baldur's Gate, and Tim, who's
Mhm.
Gale's voice actor, is gonna be there, and there's a few other
Mhm.
people, and I'm like, how much would it cost me just to drive to Toronto for the weekend just to see these people?
Well, I don't know. We
Unfortunately, I probably can't because I need to where I'm
save your
starting
money.
my I need to save my money. I'm starting my
Mhm.
therapist job in like 2-ish weeks. So I need to
Yeah.
save money, you know.
Mhm. And you probably can't be like, "Hey, I know I just started this job and I'm working here less than a month, but can I take like a week off?"
Well, I think she'd be okay with that. Like I do have because I'm staying at my current job as well. I'm only doing
Mhm.
part-time and then I'm going to eventually like transition to full-time at the
Mhm.
clinic. But I'm staying at my current job just to kind of not completely abandon them.
Mhm.
And where like I'm considered an independent contractor, I make my own schedule, like I told you, and that kind of stuff. So I
Yeah.
can do like after I'm done my payroll job for my therapist job. Um,
Mhm.
but I do have a week off in September, and I just mentioned like how would it work if I needed to take a week off? Like, do I tell you? Do I just like book it? And she's like, you can tell me as like a courtesy. You don't have to. She's like, but that's fine. And I
Mhm.
just have to put it in my schedule. So like I do have because that week is
Mm.
when Con and Knox are gonna be here and we're gonna do all the tourist shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I need to save money. I went
Mhm.
to the US already and I feel like if I was to do another trip, my mom would probably like lose her mind. So
Well, I would lose my mind because I would be like, finally get to see you again in person.
yeah,
I would be there.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to sneak you in my suitcase.
I don't know if I'll fit though, that's the thing.
Yeah. That's the thing. Suitcases aren't big enough these days.
No, they're really not.
If you bring a body-sized suitcase, nobody looks at you funny.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
like I didn't have like my big suitcase that I had. This is my other gripe with Air Canada. They broke it the last time that I flew. They snapped one of the wheels off and cracked it.
Oof.
So I know, so upsetting.
Yeah.
I had that suitcase for years. It was a Christmas gift from my mom and my dad one year. Me and my sister each got like suitcase sets. And they
Mhm.
were nice, like hardcover ones too. So they were like
Yes.
good shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't have like a big size suitcase. I have a medium size and like a baby one.
Yeah.
So when I
They
went to my
broke your
grandma's,
big one.
they broke my big one. Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Um, I just remember I went to my grandma's and I was like, "Hey, do you have like a suitcase I can borrow?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I've got like a bunch." And she's like, "I'm not going to be traveling." And she goes, "I'm not going to be traveling ever again, so you can just take the suitcase." So the one I picked
Mhm.
had like 2 Canadian flag stickers on it. And I remember when I was at the airport and I told Cod, I was like, "Yeah, I just got away from my suitcase." I was like, it'll be very easy to spot. There's 2 giant Canadian flag stickers on the suitcase." And he was like, "Yeah, that helps." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a luggage set, like the hard shells that I got. I think it was a graduation from like undergrad present.
Hmm.
'Cause I had one that was a graduation from high school one, but in traveling everywhere, it did get cracked. Like they
Hmm.
cracked off a wheel or something and was not rolling well. So I
Yeah.
had to get rid of that and I ended up getting a new set of suitcases for a gift. And they've lasted me a long time so far.
Yeah, because I had those suitcases when I was at MUN, which was
Mhm.
now 14 years ago. We're just not
Well,
gonna.
no, 14 years ago?
Yeah, 2011.
No. Yeah, but that's when we started. We graduated high school in 2011,
Yeah, we started university in 2011. We graduated in 2015. So,
2015.
but I think I had them at the start. So I'm pretty sure I've had these suitcases for like
Uh,
14 years, 14 or
yeah.
13. Yeah, we're old.
hmm
We're very
But it's
old.
okay. We have cats.
We do have cats. Yes,
I have a cat who's coming over for a lot of attention right now.
my cat is asleep on my bed. She wanted attention this morning because I was at
Mhm.
my friend's house yesterday visiting her and her baby. Well, he's not a baby anymore. He's a toddler now, and he's very much a
Mhm.
toddler. Um, and she has two cats and a dog. So I'm actually dog
Mhm.
sitting for her next weekend. And
Mhm.
her dog was like, her dog loves me. And when I got home last night, Hexa walked over and she sniffed me and she was like, "Oh, you smell like other cat and you smell like a dog. Oh, and you smell like a small child. Okay, I see how it is."
Yeah, Spinelli smacks me if I come through the door and smell like another animal, and I don't wash my hands before I touch her.
Mm,
Yeah, she'll like no claws, just whack my hand or something away, right? To just be like, no, how dare you touch me with that filthy hand.
yeah. So I don't know how your cats react when you like go away for extended periods of time. So when I came
hmm
back from the US,
hmm
she was glued to my ass for like a month basically. Like she's only now like not being super
hmm
around me, but she literally was on my ass for a month when I got home. She was like, "How dare you leave me?" I think it comes from the fact that she has moved around from person to person in the past. So she's got a
Yeah,
little bit of trauma, a little bit of kitty trauma, and thinking that she probably thought I abandoned her again.
yeah,
She's like, "Oh no, I've been abandoned again. They don't love me anymore."
yeah, it's happening again.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, Peanut is she's weird and she doesn't seem to change at all. Does not react any different, right? She's just Peanut 24/7. There's no change in behavior. But
Is she capable of changing? Because I don't think she has any thoughts behind those
I
eyes.
don't think so. I think the only thought she might have is peanut, 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 peanut,
Hmm.
peanut, peanut. I don't know what goes on in her head or if there's anything in there because she is named Peanut. Cute, but she's crazy. But also her brain might be the size of a peanut.
Hmm.
The poor thing. Okay, she's inbred. It's not her fault.
No, it's not her fault. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just
You can't choose who your parents are, even if they're their brother and sister. Okay.
sweet home Alabama. We're
Yeah.
coming home for you.
Yeah, but her behavior doesn't change, right? She's just Peanut. But
Hmm.
when I come home, like after even being away 2 or 3 nights, Spinelli is mad.
Hmm.
So she gets like she has her whole pattern. So the first hour or so, she gives you the cold shoulder and she'll like come up to you to try to get you to pet her and then like swat your hand away and like walk away. So she's just like inviting instances of you to try to interact with her and then like no, fuck no, I don't want anything to do with you
Hmm.
for like an hour and then after that she's glued to you. Back to cuddly cuddly cuddly. Don't ever leave
Hmm.
me again. Yeah. And then she's all, the cuddly up in your face constantly and may take a few days before she goes back to the normal amount of cuddling.
Hmm.
But that's her pattern. And Eli reacts like you've been gone for a week, even if you've been out of his sight for 20 minutes. So
Hmm.
like I could walk out to put the garbage out and leave him in the house, and when I come back in, he's like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever," and he's like ecstatic, like he's
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've just come home from war for 3 years, and he's
Mhm.
like, "You've been gone so long, I love you."
Yeah. That's how my friend's dog was yesterday because I haven't
Mhm,
seen Callie in a while, and her fiance
mhm,
had taken her out for like a
mhm.
quick little walk, and she came in and she walked over to her mom and was like super excited. Then she came around the table and saw me and
Mhm.
literally was like, paws on my leg, licking my face, like, oh my God, it's my favorite person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm dog sitting her next weekend. It's so funny. So like normally me and Con do date nights on Friday nights. He's
Mhm,
got a one shot that he's playing in this Friday, so we're not going to be doing date night. And then
mhm.
he's like, "Oh, we could do Saturday." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm dog sitting Saturday, so like I don't know if you want to do it like earlier in the week." And he was like, "Wait." He's like, "You're dog sitting?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Unless you want me to like video call you while I'm dog sitting." He's like, "You're going to be dog sitting a baby and you're acting like that's a terrible idea for date night. Of course you can video call me while you're at your friend's house with the dog." I was like, "You just want to see the dog. You don't care about me."
But I mean, a dog during date night is great. Like, new
Mhm.
dog, yay!
Dog and two cats because she's got two cats as well, two
Oh,
black cats.
I love black cats.
Yeah, she's got a floofy black cat and a non-floofy black cat.
Ooh, I have. Speaking of cats, so I have been so like on the cusp of going to get another cat
Melanie,
and
no.
having to be like, stop it,
Melanie cease.
because I have had to, because I keep trying to think and like logic my way, like if I'm going to move, I will have to be looking for a pet friendly space, right? And it'll be a lot easier to move with, you know, 3 animals rather than 4 animals, right?
Hmm.
A lot of places are like cats only or dogs only or
Or
small
dogs under
dogs or
20 pounds or something. Yeah.
yes, or like no more than 2, 3 animals or something, right? They
Uh-huh.
so I'm like, I can't do that because I want to move,
Yeah.
but I'm like, but the animals. And I followed the SPCA pages, and this was the problem.
Stop.
They keep posting new pages, okay? They keep posting new cats on these pages, new photos, and they're like, "This cat loves to cuddle," and I'm like, "I love to cuddle. I need them." And they brought in 2 cats at the one that's in my area. I won't say where I am, but
Hmm.
um, that are like they were called Sherlock and Watson.
Oh my God.
And you know I love Sherlock and Watson, and they were so cute, but I didn't get them.
Good.
It's also been hard because my friend Melissa, um, who I don't know if I've actually ever mentioned to you, Rachel,
Who is this? Excuse me? Who's
she does
Melissa?
my hair. She's a hairstylist, and I love
Okay.
her. And we
Oh,
have
wait.
the
No,
same sense of humor.
you have mentioned her, actually. Yes, you have.
Yeah, she big animal lover, right? And she's
Hmm.
always had dogs.
Hmm.
And I take credit for her getting a cat because I have like she didn't have time to like bring in another puppy, and
Hmm.
she was thinking about adopting an older dog, but still she's like it's going to involve training, and like it was going to take more time out of her schedule, and she's working like 2 jobs right now.
Hmm.
So I'm like, get a cat. I'm like, look at my cat. Cats are awesome. But she's never owned a cat. And so I convinced her, like, probably I've been at her for years, honestly,
Hmm.
about like, hey, cats are amazing.
Hmm.
And she, I don't know what came upon it, but there's just a cat at the SPCA that she saw, and she ended up taking home on a trial and fell in love with him. He was
Hmm.
like Spinelli was with me instantly, of this like cuddly, climb all over you, purr, purr, purr up in your face,
Yeah.
like instant bond. And so she got him. And then I swear it was only like 3, 4 months later, she brought home another cat. So now she's at 2 cats and a dog, right?
Oh my God.
But it's like she couldn't have just one, like
Yeah.
Lay's chips, right?
I mean, that's the thing. Cats are like Lay's chips. You can't just have
Hmm.
one unless you have a cat that hates other cats, like
Yeah, and
Hexa
then you're
does.
forced to have one.
Yeah. But here's the thing. So I also follow the SPCA here,
Hmm. Yeah.
and they posted a picture of this beautiful cat, and she has bright green eyes, and her ears are so cute. And I
Hmm.
literally was looking at her, and I looked at Hexa, and I was like, could we make this work? Could we make it so you
Hmm.
don't want to kill her? But then I
Could we
said
make
no.
it so you don't want to kill her?
Then I said no because one, I don't want to have another cat in my apartment because I
Hmm.
only have a one bedroom right now.
Yeah.
And two, I eventually want to get a dog before I get another cat. So,
Hmm. Yeah. And cats are so, like, some of them are so finicky. Like, you have to follow the proper introduction stuff of, like, putting them, like, one in a room and letting them get used to, like, maybe even for days, smelling the other cat through a door,
hmm
right? Like, that's technically, like, proper procedure. I've never done that, right? But I've been lucky to have cats that have never needed that.
yeah, you just did
So,
the whole baptism by fire. You said, here's your siblings, Spinelli. Have fun.
pretty much, like, I had Bells first, who passed away.
hmm
I think it's been 2 years now. And
hmm
she was like used to being out on a leash in the backyard, and her only interactions with other cats were like when they came into her yard and she fought the shit out of them and sent
hmm
them away missing fur.
hmm
But I brought Spinelli home and I actually had them both on harnesses and leashes at the time to get them introduced, and they just kind of worked it out. And when I brought Peanut home, who's the youngest, I did put her in a bedroom by herself for
hmm
like a couple hours, but I didn't follow the whole procedure of like days and shit. But when I let her out, they were not so bad about her. Bells was just
hmm
like, whatever,
hmm
another fucker in here. Great.
Another one.
Mhm. Yeah. But Spinelli got used to her. The only thing she didn't like was Peanut likes to climb on top of her, put her in a
Mm.
headlock, and then lick her, like
Oh,
forcibly clean her ears.
she's like, I love you, sister.
Yeah, and Peanut's there like biting her to like on the back of the neck to get her to be docile and then cleaning her. And Peanut outweighs her by 2 to 3 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like now at this stage, but Spinelli would just like lie there and growl. She'd like close her eyes and be enjoying the licking, but also be like, I'm supposed to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Mm-hmm.
funny. But they got along, and the more space I can give them of like different cat trees and climbing spots to like they can be in the same room and not have to be on top of each other, they do fine. Like now they've gotten to a point where Spinelli is cool with her, like they'll lay in the same cat tree on different levels.
Mm-hmm.
And, one of them will probably wake the other one eventually, batting at their tail and start a fight.
Yeah.
But they don't hurt each other in the fight, they just wrestle
Mm-hmm.
and chase each other. And the thing, I knew Spinelli had accepted Eli. I mean, Peanut. She's not accepted Eli. She's still trying to get rid of him. But Eli will come running down the stairs really fast, and he's chased Peanut.
mm-hmm.
And Spinelli comes in running on 3 legs like the fucking cavalry, one paw in the air raised, and chases him out. This 105-pound German Shepherd is chased off by a 9-pound tuxedo cat. And she defends Peanut. And I'm like, oh, you actually like your sister?
To
But
be fair, your 109-pound German Shepherd was also afraid of my sister's 40-pound 9-month-old puppy when we were home.
Oh
Me
yeah.
and her were home at the same time, and she brought her dog.
Yeah. He's afraid of chihuahuas, right? Like 4-pound chihuahuas, terrified.
Mhm.
5-pound hairless cats, terrified,
Mhm.
right? I don't know what it is. He's scared of random things. But then like I can have him out in the middle of fireworks or like thunder and lightning and he's just like chill. He's like, "Ah,
Mhm.
pretty lights in the sky, cool." He's a weird one.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but the cats are the boss. If they hiss at him, he'll go like cry about it for days. Real
Yeah, that's
emotional
fair.
boy.
That's kind of so here's the thing. That's kind of what I hope will happen when I get my dog, is Hexa will
Mhm.
just put that thing in its place. Because
Yeah.
like she's never met a dog, and everyone's like, "Aren't you worried?" I'm like, "No," because she's gonna
Mhm.
look at this thing and be like, "I don't
Mhm.
care if you're gonna get bigger than me. This is my house. I was
Mhm.
here first. I'm the owner of this house."
You follow my rules, bitch.
That thing that feeds us, she just lives here. This is my house.
That's my tenant.
This is my tenant. She
She
pays
pays
the rent.
rent and food
She pays
and
rent and
scoops my shit.
exactly.
She's my tenant and my maid, okay?
Yeah, because
That's
eventually
it.
I that's it. Eventually I want to move out to like
Mhm.
a different apartment, because mine's currently not dog friendly.
Mhm.
And I also want like a slightly bigger apartment. I would like to have a balcony so I can let
Yeah.
Hex out on the balcony so she can like sunbathe in all her glory.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, I gotta save some money, especially starting off with my new job and stuff, and you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can introduce like it went well for me introducing Eli because I brought him home at 9 weeks old. So
Mhm.
even though he outweighed the cats at 9 weeks old, he was still a puppy and he kind of learned cat behavior, which
Mhm.
doesn't do well with him with dogs because I think that's where it's come from. This is the conclusion I've drawn that
Mhm.
he learned cat body language, not dog body language. So when he tries to interact with dogs, he puts off weird vibes. So when he's
Mhm.
trying to put off, I'm scared, it also looks like I'm excited to play, and dogs still approach him. And
Mhm.
I can tell he's really scared and he's trying to say, get away from me. But they're like, oh yeah, cool, friend, friend.
Mhm.
And so I think it comes from he did not learn enough dog body language when he was really little. And he learned a
Mhm.
lot of cat interactions because he like rubs up against things and people, like their legs, the walls and stuff, like a
Mhm.
cat does, and slinks around. He lies down before he goes to bed, like before he sleeps. He cleans himself like a cat,
Mhm.
but he is a dog and he does not have flexibility like that.
No, he
He
doesn't.
cleans his front legs and then rubs that all over his face and whatever he can reach.
Oh my god.
And he cleans his back legs like that, but he tries to
Mhm.
get up in those positions that cats do to clean themselves, and he can't really do it
Mhm.
because his body's not made for that.
Yeah,
But
his body's not made
yeah,
for cat-like positions.
yeah, like
Mhm.
he tries. He acts like
Mhm.
a cat. He tries to curl up in that little ball like cats do, and like sunbathes,
Mhm.
like looks for all the warm sun spots in the house to lie down.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got half cat, half dog body language going on.
He's got big cat energy going on.
I do call him a German Shepherd cat.
You do, yeah.
He's not a German Shepherd dog.
No, he's a German Shepherd cat.
Yeah, he just barks. He's a cat
Mhm.
that barks at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm so like I go back and forth between what type of dog I want to get. Because I
Mhm.
wanted a German Shepherd for a while. And
Mhm.
then I do like my sister's dog. Bruno's an English Springer Spaniel.
Mhm.
Um, but I also like Australian Shepherds.
Oh, I love Ozzy.
And there's like a breeder that is in Newfoundland. It's someone that my dad used to work with. They started breeding the dogs, or they're mini Aussie
Ooh.
Shepherds.
Oh, mini one?
But yeah, mini ones.
How big is a mini one?
They're like 30, 40 pounds. They're not super, super
Oh.
big, you know.
Yeah, and that's a good apartment dog size,
Hmm.
right? Because if I live in an apartment that's also attached to a house, right?
Hmm.
So I have the backyard of the house and a lot more space than just like a 2-bedroom apartment would be.
Hmm.
Because if I had to just fit 2 cats and a 100-pound dog in a 2-bedroom apartment, oh boy, that's
Yeah.
a lot of animals in one little space.
Yeah. So I go back and forth
Hmm.
between
Yeah.
what type of dog
I
I want.
I will say I got a lazy German Shepherd, and he still
Hmm.
requires a shit ton of getting his energy out all the
Hmm.
time. They're not good if you don't have the time to put in, right? Like you either got to put them in a daycare or get somebody to take care of them
Hmm.
during the day. They're not good to like go off to work for 8 hours and just come
Yeah.
back to let them pee once, right?
Hmm.
They'll chew through your walls
Yeah.
if they are left without that kind of energy.
Hmm.
They need jobs.
Yeah. I think my only concern with the Australian Shepherd is they're technically a herding dog.
Yeah,
And I worry that they would try to herd Hexa.
yeah, they can.
And I know that involves kind of like nipping and that kind of stuff. And I don't want to subject her to a dog that's gonna, I mean, I could probably train it not to hurt her and be like, no,
Hmm.
you don't hurt this, you don't hurt this fluffy thing.
Hmm. You know
Don't
what
hurt me either.
you know what you should do though?
What?
If you go with like a herding breed, you can
Hmm.
get them temperament tested to see like
Oh,
to get
okay.
one that has a really low prey drive,
Hmm.
which is what Eli's like. Because Eli was my service dog for a long time. Right now, he's kind of almost fully retired because of his bad
Hmm.
hips.
Hmm.
But like, I got the the breeder did it actually, the
Hmm.
temperament testing, and picked one out that was like low prey drive and like fit like service dog type of
Hmm.
temperament, right? But if you get one that is like looking for a low prey drive, that would be better to have with smaller animals around.
Yeah.
And also, this might be a controversial take because almost all dog toys are made with squeakers, but I refuse to let Eli play with anything with a squeaker because
Hmm.
a squeaker is supposed to mimic the sound of a dying animal,
Yes.
right? It's a scream,
Yeah.
basically. And I don't want him to think squeak means toy, right?
Hmm.
Because if he grabbed one of the cats, they're going to squeak like that too.
Hmm.
And squeak should mean let go.
Yeah.
So I don't do any squeaker toys with Eli
Hmm.
because I think it worries me that like he might generalize that, right? And I've never had a problem with him with trying to bite anybody or any
Yeah.
animals. He's not like he's pinned Peanut
Hmm.
down and she's been on her back and he's nuzzled her belly. He's not bitten, he's not nipped, he's not
Yeah.
like been aggressive with her. He was nuzzling her and licking her and she was horrified,
Hmm.
but I don't let him chase them. Like that's never like a good thing. And I used to tell him to stop when he chased them. I'd like tell him to leave it and he would. Like a strong leave it has
Hmm.
been trained into him. But now I don't even have to tell him to leave it because if he even tries, and he hasn't tried now in at least a couple months because Spinelli chased him out of it.
Hmm.
Spinelli's been like fought right back to him of like,
Hmm.
you're gonna try to chase her, I'm gonna chase you right on out of here.
Yeah.
Get back up those stairs. So, it's worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is like one of the reasons why I want to get a dog on
Hmm.
top of just having a dog, and I think it would help be like, okay, I have this thing that I need to take out for a walk, so I can't just be like, no,
Mhm.
I don't want to. But I
Yeah.
also eventually want to have it be like some sort of a therapy dog, because I want
Mhm.
to be able to kind of like offer that and be like, oh, I have a therapy dog. If you want it in the session as like a comfort thing, we can have it in the session type thing. So I kind of want a
Yeah.
dog that's not going to be like, I want one that's going to be easy to train. So it could be like, okay, when we're in this room, you're in therapy dog mode, which means you
Mhm.
are
Calm.
docile and chill and calm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely think you need to go with like temperament testing to find a good, like if you start from a puppy, a good dog that way. And if
Hmm. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I am with kind of, trying to decide when I do get to the point of being financially
Mhm.
secure enough to get a dog,
Mhm.
make a decision on what breed I want to get. I think when I get close to that point, I'll have to do more research to find out like,
Yeah.
is this dog going to be easier to train? Because here's the thing, like, we say this about Bruno all the time. He is the smartest, but also dumbest dog I've ever met. He's very smart when he
Mhm.
wants to be. And then there are
But
other
yeah.
times where there is nothing going on behind his eyes. And some of these, my sister will send videos, and there'll just be videos of him, don't know why, just kind of like rubbing his face against the couch, and he's just like,
Mhm.
he normally does that after he gets a bath, and he'll just like rub his face into the couch and make these noises. The other thing he does is he likes to collect rocks.
Dog with a rock collection.
So no, legit. So when my parents went up to see my sister last fall, and
Mhm.
they went over to where her and her boyfriend live, and they have a gazebo on their deck, and there's like little shelves, and
Mhm.
on the shelves are just piles of rocks that Bruno has picked up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. The dog sounds autistic, okay? We love
Yeah.
collecting things. We have special interests. Little weird in social situations.
He also, so they have a camper as well, and they have a seasonal campsite, so that's where they've been going on the weekend. This
Mhm.
dog refuses to jump off the bed. He can fully jump off a bed. He has no issue jumping off a bed. Now, when he's in the camper, he stands on the bed and looks at them and cries until someone comes in and picks him up and takes him off the bed.
Yeah, it's completely new, right? It's a different bed. Different bed, different floor, totally different.
I think he might be a little maybe traumatized by the floors, because when he was home with my parents, um
Mhm.
and my sister at the time was living in a place that had carpet, so like he wasn't really used to hardwood floor.
Yeah.
He went sprinting down. He was running and he slid down the stairs in our front entrance because he was running so
Oh,
fast.
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Like I said, he's the smartest and yet dumbest dog I've
Yeah,
ever met.
yeah. If you're looking for, like, therapy dog, golden retrievers and labs are, like, go-to for, like, therapy and, like, service animal and stuff because
Hmm.
they have that calm, I can just chill and lie down here for long periods of time and don't need to be constantly doing things, and they're very
You
highly
haven't met
trainable.
you haven't met Callie. Callie is a golden lab. No, she's a
Yeah,
white lab. She's the opposite of that. She
yeah,
gets
because
she
she
gets
wasn't the right temperament at birth.
she she gets cranky if you
Mhm,
pay more attention to the cats than her, because that happened yesterday. One of the cats came up to me and I was like petting the cat, and Callie looked at me and started barking and then came over because she was jealous. They're also
yeah,
very
well
food driven, which is kind of like a slight issue.
oh, well, that's why they're such good trainable dogs. because they're
Yes.
very food motivated. You can use that to train them.
Hmm.
Eli was not food motivated. He did not give a fuck.
Oh my God. Callie literally was like hovering. So her toddler was eating some crackers yesterday before we had supper.
Hmm.
And Callie was literally like a shark, just
Hmm.
waiting for him to drop a cracker or a crumb so she could like vacuum it up. Like
Hmm.
my friend's like, I'm gonna have to my friend was like, oh man, I have to vacuum. And I'm like, you have a vacuum right here that's getting the crumbs for you. What do you mean?
And she's cheaper than a Roomba.
Yeah, they have a Roomba, but but yeah, it's so funny because like Callie's very food driven. That's the thing. But she
Hmm.
does listen, even though like I'm not her owner. I've
Hmm.
watched her a few times and everything, and she does listen to me if I tell her to like sit and paw and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Well, I was watching a video, like a YouTube short of a service dog, and it was like an Aussie Shepherd actually,
Hmm.
and like it was a medical alert dog. The girl had fainting spells, so the
Hmm.
dog would tell her when she was gonna faint, and then like during the faint, like he would like she'd sit down on the ground and he would go get her a bottle of water out of the fridge
Hmm.
and go bring her pill bottle to her and then lie on her and do deep pressure therapy. So the video was though like because he knows how to open the fridge and get the water bottles, which is what
Oh
he's
no.
trained to do, he's been opening the fridge when she's not looking at him and taking out cheese slices.
Oh no, I knew that's where this was going. I was like, he's
And
paying himself the cheese tax.
he went and he brings it back to his kennel, and then she'll find the wrappers of the cheese slices just strewn around because he's smart enough that he gets the cheese slices open, eats all of the cheese off the wrapper, but doesn't eat the wrapper. Yeah, and I'm like, and so she managed to like set up her phone to take a video to see if she could catch him in the act because she was finding
Hmm.
the wrappers but never seeing him do it, and she caught him doing it. Right? And he knows how to open and close the fridge, and there's like a little tug on the handle of the fridge so
Hmm.
that he can open it when she can't get to the fridge. And this is what he's doing. He opens it, he takes a cheese slice out, and then he closes the fridge and runs off with a cheese slice. And I'm like, that is that is what Eli is like, right?
Yeah.
He's so smart and he's so highly trained, but he will find a loophole of, oh, I'm supposed to do this. Like he'll like if you tell him to drop something, like
Hmm.
if you tried when I was trying to teach him to drop stuff and he was learning to drop a ball, he would walk away from me, drop the ball, let it bounce once, and catch it again. And he's
Hmm.
like, I've dropped it like you told me to. And no, every time I say drop, he drops it, picks it right back up. Because he's like, I'm doing exactly what you said.
Hmm.
You will have to do better instructions then, ma'am. Right? Like, and he, I don't know if I've told you the story, but I did like puppy training classes with him as
Hmm.
like when he was like between like maybe like 16 weeks old and like a year, right? Like
Hmm.
that stint. And one of them, like the teacher kept using Eli as the demonstrator because
Hmm.
he was so easy to train and I worked ahead with him on stuff, right?
Hmm.
So like she could have him demonstrate everything. So she wanted to teach like recall.
Hmm.
And we had him on long leashes in the big room, and so she's like explaining how she's going to hold the leash and I'm going to run away from Eli to the other side of the room. And when I get close to the other side of the room, I will call out and say, Eli, come here.
Hmm.
And as she's explaining it out for everybody else, of like, this is the exercise we're going to do, and then Melanie and Eli are going to demonstrate, Eli decides, fuck no, she's not running away from me, and he unties my boots. Hmm.
No.
He doesn't like damage them at all. He slowly and gently unlaces my boots because it was winter,
Hmm.
so I had winter boots on,
Yeah.
right? And so he did them, both of them, right? and they're like covered in obviously dog saliva because he's a drooly bitch, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, they're not damaged in any way because he's not going to get himself in trouble. He's just going to cause a little bit of mischief. So
Yes, of course.
the like the trainer goes, okay, now you can start running, and I'm like, actually, I can't. And she's like, why? And I'm like, look down, and she sees my shoelaces untied. And she goes, oh, we can wait for you to tie your shoelaces. And I'm like, I didn't untie them. This dog did while you were explaining how I was going to run from him. And he was like, nah, she can't run if she got no shoes.
She can't run without shoes, bitch.
Right? He just like finds a way to like, yes, he's complying. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's not my fault that I can't do what she asked. If you can't do what she asked, you're the one in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Or with
telling you,
like, yeah,
dogs are too smart, and then they're also sometimes the dumbest creatures on the planet.
yeah, like Eli can't get out of a room if there's a cat sitting in the doorway
No, just can't.
because like he can't jump over the cat, he can't go around the
Mhm.
cat, he can't try to scare the cat away. He doesn't understand that he's like 10 times their size.
Mhm.
He's like, there is a cat in my way. I can't get out of the room.
He's like a sim, if you've ever played The Sims, where
Hmm.
all of a sudden they just can't get to something even though it's directly in their line of sight. And
Yeah.
they're just like, "Shoo Bobby! Way!" You know?
Or like when you leave them in the pool and you take out the ladders.
Mhm. It's like you
Yeah,
can
they're
like
stuck.
haul yourself up on the edge, and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, I can't."
Like no ladder, no out.
No ladder, no out. That's
Yeah.
like Eli's like, "There's cat, no out."
Yeah. There's like I can't get past this.
Mhm.
There's a huge guard animal right in front
Mhm.
of the door.
Yeah,
Can't do it. I'm stuck.
can't do it. Can't get out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hexa is just trying to escape at this point. Every time I go to
Hmm.
open my apartment door to step out to either like bring my garbage out or go check the mail, she's literally like trying to escape.
Yeah, she's coming with you. Like
Yeah.
she's not willing to let you leave. Like you
No.
left and now every time you go out the door, you might be gone forever again. Right?
Yeah.
She's trying
And
to
there's
come with
been
you.
times she's so sneaky too, because the
Hmm.
times that she's gotten in the hallway, it's of course if like I'm bringing groceries in
Yeah.
and I can't stop her. And she'll just like slither past me, and I'm like, Hexa, no. And then she tried to run from me when I went to grab her one day. She was like
Yeah.
starting to book it down the hall, and I was like, "Nana, you get your floofy little butt back here."
Did she listen?
No, I had to pick her up, and then she was like,
Uh,
"Meow."
she was gone off to the US now. She's like, I'm gonna go see my US boyfriend and see how you like it.
I'm gonna go see my U.S. dad.
And you're not invited, Mom.
You can't. You already saw him. It's my turn to see him.
I already booked a ticket on Meow Canada.
Bet you Meow Canada won't have mechanical issues. It's so when he's gonna be up here in September, it was supposed to be a group of my friends, and like two of them are not coming anymore. One of them
Hmm.
because he's just I don't know. I don't. He's sometimes he's not all there. He also sometimes has nothing behind the eyes. Love him dearly, but sometimes he's a little dense. He also takes forever to answer messages, which is kind of funny
Hmm.
because, like, I sent him a picture of me and Khan when I was down there. He didn't
Hmm.
answer me for until a week and a half later.
Uh,
But anyways, so right now it's like I said, it's Khan and my friend Knox, and we've made the joke that Knox is going to be like our child while we're
hmm.
up here.
Yeah.
And uh we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna like have her sit in the back seat of my car and we're gonna like feed her nuggies and that kind of stuff. And she's like, can I ask, are we there yet at least once? While we're driving somewhere, I'm like, yes, you can. You can be like, are we there yet? Mom, Dad, are we there yet?
You're
But
gonna do those like those cutout things where you put your face in to get photos of like the old 90s
yeah.
style get your photo taken as a family. You just have Knox do the one that's really short for the kids.
Yeah.
The
She's
family
short
photo.
anyway. She's like 5'2", so that would check out. But then we've also made the joke that like Knox is like, "I'm gonna steal your girl, Con." And one thing that we've said we're gonna do is, and this is inspired from two of Con's friends, is we're gonna take a picture of me and Con and then a picture of me and Knox, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna be like, "Who's the real love story?" She's also been like, "You're sitting in the back seat, I'm sitting in the front seat," and he's like, "That's fucked up."
Yeah, you're gonna get in the back con and have to say, "Are we there yet?"
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can I have a nuggie? Because that's the running joke is like because I'm like, oh, I will be the sugar mama of the group and everybody will get nuggies. So I got a therapist job and they're like, yes, we're going to get our nuggies.
Do I get nuggies?
Of course you get nuggies.
I want nuggies.
You can have nuggies.
All the
How many
nuggies.
nuggies? How many nuggies you want?
All of them.
You want a 20 pack of nuggies? You want 40 nuggies?
No one else gets nuggies, just me.
Okay.
They can have nuggies.
Nutties?
Noogies.
Oh, noogies. I heard nutties
Yeah.
and I was like, what's a nutty?
No, they can have noogies, and I'll have
Noogies.
nuggies.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somehow we filled an hour and a half of
Yeah.
just nonsense.
We always find a way.
Yeah.
hmm
Where there's a will, there is a way.
hmm
And sometimes we go my way. Mm. But yeah, we might try to plan for something next time we record, whenever that's gonna be.
We might.
We might.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We're also gonna attempt, and I know we've been saying this the last few times, try to get on a somewhat normal recording schedule, which probably won't happen, so don't expect too much from us.
We do our best, okay?
hmm We try.
We try.
Yeah.
We're too busy helping people for money, okay?
Yeah, we are. Too busy helping people, trying to have a social life, trying to eat healthy, trying to work out,
hmm
trying to do all the things, you know.
Yeah, trying to have cuddles with our cats.
hmm
It's a lot.
It is a
There's a
lot. Yeah.
lot to get done in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how you can support us. You can like, rate, and review. You can share with your friends. Follow us on our socials. We're Inconsistent Podcast One on Instagram, Inconsistently Consistent on Facebook. You can email us, inconsistentpodcast1@gmail.com. You can see what I'm up to on TikTok, being silly goofy, sharing silly goofy things like the Great Fairy Fountain video. And I'm _ Rachel VR _ Melanie, where can they find you?
Hey, you can find me at melanieflynnbooks.com, where you can get the Toy Maker. And when the sequel is out, hopefully it's coming for the fall, you can get that one. And you can find all my socials on there, because they're all under different names. Different variations of the same name. I'm not under different aliases. I'm not that hard to find.
No, not yet,
Yeah,
anyways.
not yet.
We'll see what happens if she blows up as a famous author. Then it might be hard to find her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the dream.
Mm-hmm.
That I get to that I would get paid only to write wonderful words on the page about how to murder people, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
hmm
Anyways, bye!
Bye.